So they know where you're camping, they know who your friends are, and you paid to give them that information. Thor wrecked Tiffin, in my professional opinion.
They did.
Winnebago wrecked Grand Design,
Oh,
also in my
destroyed
professional opinion. Harvest Host, mark my words, will wreck Escapees.
They will.
In my professional opinion. And Camping World desecrated the good name of Good Samaritan.
The Good Samaritan.
In my professional opinion.
That's so sad.
Are you dreaming of the travel, the freedom, and the adventure that the RV life has to offer?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, before you jump in, here are trade secrets that the RV industry doesn't want you to know.
Welcome back to the RV Odd Couple. My name is John.
And I'm Mercedes, and we found freedom, independence, and adventure, full-time RV living. We were living the dream, guys.
That's beautiful.
And this video comes from a lot of heartfelt experience. This YouTube channel, the campground that we own, and the membership, the RV Odd Squad. Our lives are deep in the RV industry in multiple different factors, giving us a perspective that we just got to share with you.
And one of the things we've learned over the past few years, especially with our members, the RV Odd Squad, is our ears are to the wall. We hear everything that's going on. Every wonderful story and every horror story, every nightmare story that's out there, we've heard it. So to us, it's kind of personal.
It's very personal.
Our membership is like our family. You guys might not realize this, but we don't have sponsors. Most of the RV industry does not like us. They don't like what we stand for. They don't like what we say. They don't like what we do. But it's never going to stop us from protecting our people.
The RV industry doesn't like us, and they're certainly not going to like us after this video. So real quick disclaimer, First Amendment right, I have a right to my opinions. I have a basis on my opinions, but do your own research. These are our professional opinions only, okay? And then also, if you're looking for a channel that'll lie to you, just go elsewhere. There's plenty of other channels.
They're all over the place out there.
But if you're looking for someone that's going to tell you the cold, hard truth, subscribe, because that's what this channel is about. It's about, if you really love someone, you tell them the truth.
Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We cover it all.
So real quick, we need to define a term, and this term is going to be used throughout this video. This is probably the foundation of the secrets in the RV industry that the big cats don't want you to know. And it's the term of a dreamer, okay?
We are all dreamers.
We all start off as
industry.
Dreamers. Who's the dreamer? The dreamer is the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed person that's interested in RVing, that they see this excitement. They're going to hit the road. They're going to travel to all these beautiful destinations.
Just know that you are looked at as the prey, right? The lion and the gazelle.
You're a gazelle.
You're the gazelle, and the RV industry only looks at you as a bag of money, and it's a fight to get to that bag of money.
The first secret that they don't want you to know is many brands, very few choices.
That's so true.
You think you're in the driver's seat because as you start to do research, you see all these different brands of RVs. You see all these different brands of RV accessories. But what you really don't realize is that the industry is slowly getting rolled up, and more mom and pops are getting squeezed out.
Just like Wall Street, right? The Fortune 500. They're all controlled by a handful of companies. That's what's happening in the RV industry. There's 4 or 5 players that control all of it.
Thor wrecked Tiffin, in my professional opinion.
They did.
Winnebago wrecked Grand Design,
Oh,
also in my
destroyed
professional opinion. Harvest Host, mark my words, will wreck Escapees.
They will.
In my professional opinion. And Camping World desecrated the good name of Good Samaritan.
The Good Samaritan.
In my professional opinion.
That's so sad.
And then look at this though. It's no longer like monopolies, right? No one manufacturer is trying to own all the RVs of the world. What they're doing is they're getting different market segments. So Our Village, right? That little phone app where you can make friends in the RV space. And you know where all your friends are when you go into every campground, right? Guess who owns that? The Togo Group. Guess who mostly owns that? Thor. So Thor, why are they owning an app that's about community?
Because they're not very good at building RVs.
These guys can't even get manufacturing RVs right. But what are they doing? They're going into a segment, and what are they getting? Your data. So they know where you're camping. They know who your friends are, and you paid to give them that information.
And you guys don't see us doing any videos on any apps or anything like that because you are the product, just like the social media in this country, right?
Well, the term useful idiot comes to mind because you don't know this and you think, oh my goodness, goodness, I can go on RV Life and get the best directions and I get all this info. Social knowledge is just collecting that data. And what are they doing? They're picking winners and losers.
And don't get us wrong, we love the RV lifestyle. You know, most people that do it do love it, but we look out for those who get taken advantage of. When we first got into the RV space, we started watching YouTube videos. We started downloading every app that you could possibly download. And what we didn't realize at the time is that those apps were giving all of our ideas, our thoughts, our reviews, our location, who our friends are. All that information was traveling up to one of those 5 companies that control it all.
Because the reality is, it's all about the data. You know, when they say it's all about the Benjamins, it's all about the data. And show me who has the data, show me who has the large email list, and I'll show you which company. The control. Well, I'll show you which company is going to get bought out next. This brings us to the next secret of the RV industry that they don't want you to know, and that's that the vast majority of campers only camp 2 weekends out of the year.
This is one of the saddest things to us. We've seen it happen with RV Odd Squad members. They come in, they get excited, we tell them the truth, we show them what to do, what not to do, we warn them about the whole process. They'll buy a $150,000 RV and it will sit next to their house.
Or they'll pay for storage,
or they'll have
to
pay for storage, and they only use it 1 to 2 weeks a year.
And why is it that most RVers only camp so little out of the year when you invest so much money into buying an RV? Because you have jobs, right? And then the RVers that don't have the jobs, the ones that retired, made good investments, and are now able to spend their golden years exploring the wide open road. What they don't tell you and what you don't realize is that your RV life cycle is so short. You're looking at 3 to 5 years. Why? Because RVing involves a certain physicality, a certain mobility. Your health is a requirement to RV life.
And most people that RV are over 65 years old,
so you got a short window of opportunity. Yes. So that's why these big companies are rolling up all these smaller companies, because they want to get you from cradle to grave, just the same way that Procter & Gamble will sell you diapers, and then later on in life they'll sell you denture cream. That's the exact same thing that these companies are doing with the RV industry. Another big secret that I see those newbie dreamers fall for, hook, line, and sinker, is they see all this tech and they see all these buttons and they see all these lights and shiny things on the RV, and they get so excited.
We got excited.
Well, guess what?
Look at those lights. Look at those buttons. Look at how wonderful this is. But the more moving parts, the more problems you're setting yourself up for. Keep it simple, stupid. Go simple.
More tech, more headaches, more gadgets, more problems. I see red flags where everyone else is like, oh, look how modern this is.
Look at that amazing $4,000 toilet that has 1,500 moving parts. No thanks. I want the one that flushes the stuff that's in the bowl and the one that holds it in the bowl.
Yeah, because the macerators go bad, but you know what you can rely on? Gravity.
Gravity never fails.
And the other piece about the RV industry that people don't realize is just how much it's like the wild, wild west. So here's what you don't realize is that RV manufacturers are struggling and competing to find the components that are in these RVs. Yeah. And you guys realize how broken the supply chain is, right? 2020 revealed that. So these RV manufacturers are fighting tooth and nail to secure the parts inside these RVs. So you could have 2 RVs, the same model, bought the same year, that have different components. That's why when you buy an RV, it's the weirdest thing. When I bought my Ford, it's like I get one booklet that has all the components to the Ford. But when you buy an RV, you get like 100 manuals.
100 different manuals on the water heater, on the AC, on the refrigerator, on everything. RV manufacturers are just simply companies that procure products from all over the world, because not a lot of it's made here in America. It's all made over China, and then put it together as fast as they can, right, to make as much profit as they can. And they do a horrible job at it.
And it's ironic because I don't want more government intervention in the RV industry. I don't think that would help. But at the same time, like, you would never buy a Toyota and maybe one Toyota engine comes from this company and another Toyota engine comes from over here. So it's wild. And speaking of wild, the other thing a lot of newbies don't realize is that just because somebody went and got their little certificate that says RV Tech doesn't mean that you should trust them to fix your RV. Anybody can go to school and get a little certificate.
Yeah, we saw this happen over 3 years ago, right? Everybody was rushing off to RV school, and it's a great thing. If you're going to be going out on your own RV, don't trust anybody else. Learn how to fix it yourself. But 1 out of every 10 RV techs out there is worth anything. most of them are hacks. It's your responsibility to figure out what the problem is. Hopefully you can fix it yourself, but then you just got to be smart. You got to find the right person and not get screwed over by the wrong guy.
Exactly, because think about it. When do you need the RV tech? When you're traveling. And they know that. They know that they'll never see you again. So that's why you got to be so careful. You see these shoulders right here? That's where the weight's on, your shoulders.
It's on you. It's
on
100% on you. Personal responsibility. We're telling you all these things. All we're doing is we're letting you know that if you are a newbie, they consider you a dreamer and you are the prey. Knowing that you are the prey, you've got to be always heavy, just like the antelope is constantly looking around him, right? And relying on the other people that are kind of watching out for you. And we're trying to be that other person to watch out for our members so that you don't get screwed. That's the whole point of why we do these videos, and no other YouTube channel will do these type of videos.
No, because you make more money if you toe the line with the RV industry.
Well, in Lamonis and all these other CEOs, they can't stand us. The worst thing today that is happening in the world is the truth. Most people are terrified of the truth, especially those who run the world.
That's right. Next thing that the RV industry doesn't want you to know, when they sell you that warranty that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, it isn't worth the paper that it's written on, in my professional opinion.
I hate warranties. They are junk, guys. I'm a firm believer in not buying warranties. Take the money that you're going to throw away to the dealership, right? They make 75% commission off that warranty. Put it in the bank and put it in a savings account that is going to help you pay for the repairs of the problems. Because warranties are an absolute nightmare. They take your RV for weeks. You're at the bottom of the totem pole, or months. We know somebody that had a whole year. They held his RV while they're trying to source and get the parts for it. And the other problem that happens between the RV and the manufacturer is they fight over who's going to pay for it.
You go and you call the dealership, the service department, and you say, hey, I need a new gadget. Can you fix it? They're like, yeah, come in 2 days. And then you're like, oh, but it's under warranty. And they're like, okay, it'll be 6 months. Because the warranty work, I don't think it pays as well. And I think it takes so long for them to get paid. That's why they prioritize it so low. Whereas if you go to get it paid for cash, they can take care of you a lot more quickly.
If you're gonna buy a warranty, go to a wholesale warranty company. Don't buy it at the dealership.
This next secret, and I think it's important to say this, because you got to get your expectations in line. Every RV will break.
They all break. It's part of the fun.
It's part of the adventure.
It's part of the adventure.
If you want things to go well for this amount of money, do a cruise. You know what I mean? And then you don't have to deal with the poop pipes, and then someone else is doing all the heavy lifting for you. But part of what's fun about this is when things go wrong, because they will.
They're great memories. We've got some of the most horrible days we had RVing and one of our fondest memories now for our family. Why? Because we were all together through it, right? We were all together through it. So just know that your RV is going to break. We run a campground now. We've had hundreds of people in here, and there's 15 stories of what broke on this trip. Things are going to break. Learn how to repair your own RV. Don't trust the dealership. Don't trust the RV techs. Trust yourself. And if you can't do that, then you're going to have to do the research and be very careful to find the right person to do the job correctly.
We'll see you in the next video.